Hi, this is Dan Encell, Prudential California Realty. Today is Friday, February 26th, and here's what's going on in real estate. Still a mixed bag out there in terms of the headlines and what's affecting real estate out there. First headline, real estate, a mixed picture for 2010. Couldn't have said it better myself. This is the chief economist for California Association of Realtors, and he came and spoke to Santa Barbara earlier this week here and summarized it. He had to say that the bumpy road ahead, but the worst appears to be over. And that's probably a pretty good summary of the different headlines that I'm going to show you today. They seem to be saying, hey, it's bad out there, but it's not as bad as it was. So here's where we're at. Freddie Mac faces more foreclosures. They are seeing still more foreclosures come into the system, and these are loans that are largely backed by the federal government there, so they are absorbing the loss on a lot of those, but they're still seeing, larger numbers than they're hoping for creeping into the pipeline there. So foreclosures still a problem, still affecting prices. New home sales plunge in January. They were very disappointed with the new home sales nationwide in January compared to December there. They dropped off quite a bit. Part of that was there was a bit of a spike in December where the number of home sales really went up as first-time home buyers were anticipating an end to the federal tax credit for first-time home buyers. Subsequent to that, credit has been extended there, so there's always a little lag between when the news gets out and when people act on it, especially with home sales where escrows are typically 30 to 60 days there. So expect to see a little bump in activity in February, March, April before the anticipation of the new expiration date for those federal tax credits there. But initially, sales were down in January much more than they were expecting. So disappointing news there. Long-term interest rates back up over 5% there. Hang on a second here. Do not disturb. Anyway, they are up a little over 5% right now. First time in 3 weeks. They're still hovering at very, very low rates there, but not quite as low as they have been. And again, I think very low interest rates are very important to keeping the real estate moving along in a positive direction there. Lastly, on the positive note here, welcome home prices. On a nationwide basis, on the Case-Shiller 20 largest metropolitan areas in the country, real estate prices went up for the 7th straight month, 0.3%. Not much, but at least heading in the right direction there. And the really good news, part of that same subheadline, California prices lead the pack. Of the 20 largest metropolitan areas in the country, Los Angeles had the largest gain there at 1.4%. So the West seems to finally be enjoying some of the turning around that the rest of the country had been experiencing. We're definitely the last one in there, but seeming to be catching up there at a good rate there. So that's what's going on out there right now. Have a great weekend.